Applications of special right triangles. Question number 18. An equilateral triangle has a side length of 16. Find the length of an altitude. Equilateral triangle is a triangle which have all sides equal and all angles are equal. It is also known as equiangular angle. All sides are equal. Okay, so if one side is 16, all will be 16. So I will draw a triangle over here. Let's assume this is an equilateral triangle. Okay, it doesn't look like equilateral triangle, but we will assume it's an equilateral triangle. As I mentioned this to you, in equilateral triangle, all angles are equal. Total sum of all three angles is 180 degrees, so this will be 60, 60, 60. And as it says, all sides are 16. One side is 16. This means all will be what? 16, 16, and 16. Now in this case, says find the length of an altitude. So altitude is this, which I'm drawing over here. We also call it a perpendicular. So this will be yours 90 degrees. Remember, when we draw an altitude, this divides the sides in two equal halves. So 8 and 8. So this will be 8. So I will take this, I will name this as triangle number 1, and I will name this triangle number 2. I'm using this triangle. Whatever is the answer on this triangle, that will be over here also. So let's label the triangle. Step number 1, since this is 30, 60, 90 degree case over here. Okay, so this will be, now as you can see, this angles will be divided in two parts. This is 30 and this will be 30 over here. So this side will be known as your hypotenuse. So this is your hypotenuse over here, and along with this will be known as longer leg because it is in front of this 60 degree angle, and this 30 is a small one, so this will be known as short leg. So I have now three values over here. First value I have is of okay, I will write over here. I have hypotenuse is equal to 16. I do have over here, and I have small leg, short leg is equal to what? 8, and I have to find longer leg. I will write question mark over here. So let's write the formula. As I told you, whenever it's a 30, 60, 90 degree case, we will write both the formulas. Okay, you can watch my video for 30, 60, 90 also. So this is your hypotenuse. This is a formula, is equal to 2 times SF. Okay, and another formula is long leg is equal to what? Radical 3 times short leg. Now as I look at my question back again, I was able to see that I only have to find long leg, and this formula does not use long leg, so I will only use this part. I do not know what is my long leg, but I know what is my short leg. That's my 8. So my longer leg is what? Equal to longer leg is equal to 8 radical 3, and that's my answer for this question. Question number 19, it says find the perimeter of square with a diagonal of 12. Okay, I already have this question solved over here, so I will explain what I did over here. First of all, the word perimeter means add all the sides or sum of all the sides. Square is a shape, four-sided closed shape, which has all four sides equal. Okay, so this is my square over here, and at the square there's a 90 degree angle over here. Okay, and this is a diagonal of 12. So this is called a diagonal dotted line over it's a 12. Okay, as you know, this is a 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, and 90 degree. When you draw a diagonal, it bisects the 90 degree in two equal halves. That's your 45 degree and 45 degree. So I'm left over with the angle 45 degree, 45 degree, and 90 degree. So it is a triangle 45, 45, 90. I have drawn on a same picture over here. You can see this picture is same over here. And this is the formula which we use for what? 45, 45, 90 degree triangle. Hypotenuse is equal to radical 2 times leg. In this case, if you will pay attention, hypotenuse 12, which I plugged in over here, is equal to radical 2 times x. And x is what? X is my legs over here. Both of these are x. And I got the value of x as 6 radical 2. Okay, but the question is saying what? Find the perimeter, add all the sides, or 4 times side. So I just plugged in the value over here, and I ended up with this answer over here for this question. An equilateral triangle has an altitude of length 5 radical 3. Find its perimeter. As you all know, perimeter means what? Sum of all sides. Sum of all sides. So first of all, what I will draw is I will draw an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is a triangle in which all sides are equal and all angles are equal, which in this case will be 60, 60, and 60. Okay. Now it says altitude is 5 radical 3. This means I have to drop an altitude over here. When I do this, this becomes 90 degree over here, but this angle will become 30 degree. And now I will be labeling my triangle because of this 90 degree over here, 90 degree over here. This will be known as what? This will be known as hypotenuse. So this will be your hypotenuse over here, and because of this 30 degree angle, this one over here, this will be a small leg. Now do keep in mind this is small leg, and this is also small leg over here for this triangle. So I will label this as x, and I will label this hypotenuse as y, and I have been given the altitude. This part is my altitude, and they have given me 5 radical 3. Do keep in mind altitude is 5 radical 3, but since it's in front of this 60 degree over here, this will be known as long leg. So how I will do is, whenever I see this type of question, I will write my both of my formulas at the same time. Okay, so this is a case of what? 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So my first formula is hypotenuse is equal to 2 times short leg. And second formula which I write over here is long leg is equal to radical 3 times short leg. Let's try to solve this. Okay, I will plug in the values over here. Hypotenuse in this case is y, because I have taken this as y, equal sign 2 times short leg. I have replaced this by x. Now I cannot solve this question because I have two unknown quantities on both sides. So let's go to the right side over here. Long leg in this case is what? 5 radical 3 is equal to radical 3 times short leg. That's my x. You can see I have taken this as x. Yes, I can solve this. I have to only do is what? I have to divide both the sides by radical 3. So this will be cancelled out, and this will be cancelled out. The value of x is what? 5. Now after this, I can take my value of x and I will substitute over here. So value of y will be what? 2 times 5 is 10. Now I want you to pay attention to the question. Question is asking us what? Question wants us to find perimeter. So perimeter will be this side plus this side and plus whole this side. Keep in mind all sides will be y, y, y. Okay, so perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. So sum of all sides means 10 plus 10 plus 10, which will be equal to what? 30, and that's my answer for this question. On Tuesday morning, Dr. Jones, an archaeologist, drove 15 kilometers due north from her base camp to excavation site 1. The next day, she decided to visit excavation site 2, which was 8 kilometers due west of her base camp. What is the shortest distance between the excavation sites? So whenever you see something like this, what you should do is, first of all, let's draw our compass over here. Okay, here you go. This is my north, this is my south, this is my west, and this is my east. Okay, so let's read the question, and based on that we'll take care of the question. Dr. Jones drove 15 kilometers due north. So let's take an example. Base camp is over here. So 15 kilometer north. Let's see, this distance is 15 kilometers, and this is your site 1. Okay, now next day what happens is, I'm changing color over here. Let's pick this color. The next day she decided to visit excavation site 2, which was 8 kilometer. So let's take an example. I'm just doing, this is my site 2 over here, and this is my 8 kilometer. The question over here is saying, what is the shortest distance between the excavation site? So we have to find which distance. We have to find this distance over here. It looks like a right triangle, and this is my hypotenuse, and I've been given two values over here. So in this case, what I will apply is, I will apply my Pythagorean theorem over here. This is kind of an easy method for me, so I will apply this formula. In this case, what happens is hypotenuse square is equal to a sum of the squares of the two sides. Okay, C is what? C is my hypotenuse. I will write it over here. C is my hypotenuse in this case. Okay, this is my C, which I have to find. So let me enter the values over here. I will write 15 square plus 8 square is equal to C square. Okay, so and after this I can take the radical of both the values, So C will be equal to radical of 225 plus 64, and I believe 225 plus 64 will give me 289. So I'll write over here 289. So which is my value of C, that will be equal to 17 kilometers. So that's the shortest distance between those two sides. That's the way it will solve. Rachel House is 12 miles due west of Highway 16B. So what I have drawn a triangle over here. I've drawn the diagram over here. Okay, so as you can, we have assumed that this is exit 16B. So Rachel House is 12 miles due west. This is the west direction. So from this place to this is a 12 miles. This is Rachel's house over here. Okay, and Keitha House is due north of the same exit. So this is the same exit, but she goes in the north direction, and due north of the same exit. The distance between the two houses is 13 miles, which I have showed over here. How far further does Rachel live from exit 16B than Keitha does? To do this question, first of all, we have to find the distance. What is this distance? Once I know this distance, then I can clearly subtract these two numbers and I will get my correct answer. What is the difference between the distance? Now, as you all can see, this is a 90-degree angle over here. Because of this 90-degree, this will be your hypotenuse, or technically it will be C. So I will apply my Pythagorean theorem over here. A square plus B square is equal to C square, where C is the hypotenuse. I am assuming this as A and I am taking this as B. So A is my 12 square plus B square is equal to 13 square. This is your 144 plus B square is equal to 169. I will subtract 144 from both the sides, which will give me B square is equal to 25, and I will take the radical on both the sides, and B will be equal to 5 miles. So this is telling me what? This distance is what? 5 miles. 5 miles. Now question say, how much further? As we can see, Rachel is at 12 miles. She is far away. Like Keitha is from this place to this place. How much further does Rachel live from 16B? So we will subtract both the sum. So we'll just write over here, Rachel, or distance from 16B. I will just use the same language what they've done. How much further? Rachel lives further, distance from 16B as compared to Keitha. You have to subtract both the numbers. Okay, is equal to what? 12 minus 5, which will give us 7 miles. So the answer to this question is what? 7 miles. That's the answer.